Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully display our message, right? So now I want to work for our product model. So for doing this, we have to go to our project. That means here. So that is our product model I want to create for our e-commerce site in our app shop. That is our application. Into the application, that is our model. Okay. So into this model area, I want to create two of this class. One will be for our category, and also we need our product. So first of all, I want to create one of the class for our category. So here I define as a class, and then I name it as a category. Okay, I just name it as a category, and also it should be inherited our model. That means the models and the model. So I just simply define as a model. Okay. And after that, we have to define our field name. That means our field name for the category I define as a title. So I name it as a title, and then it will be with the models. So with these models, it will be as a character field. So it will be as a character field, right? And then also here I want to define some of the maximum length, one of the attribute as a maximum. That is our maximum underscore length. So I just simply define the maximum length. Maximum length I want to define as a 30. Okay. And also I define our one of the date time. That means here I define one of the created time. So I just simply define as a created. Okay, created. And with these models, it will be as a date time field. So it should be as a date time field. And also for the date time field here, it will be as a auto now add. So I just simply define as auto now add and make that things as a true. So I just simply define as a true. I think friend, you already know about it. So that is our date time field, and here I define as a auto now add. That means it should be automatically generated one of the time, right? So now I also make the things as a true, and also after that I want to define our string. So our string function, double underline a string, and then here it will be as a self. So same procedure we have to actually flow. Okay, so that is our self, and into the self area I want to return our title. That means with our self, with the self I want to return the title. And also here, if you want to define this type of one of the things, like when you create any class, that means any table, automatically you can see it's now added one of the s. That means I have created one of the class as a profile, but in database automatically it's added another one as a s for the user. You can see it's now added that s. So if you want to prevent it, then you can also prevent it. There have also one of the function for this one. I show you, like here I define that as a class meta. So with this meta class here, we have to define one of the function as a verbose. Okay, verbose underscore name underscore plural, because it's automatically created one of the plural, right? So now I want to defining it as a categories. So right now it should be added, make the things as a just category, not the categories. Okay, so I just simply define that things with this function as a verbose name plural. Now I also want to create another class for our product. So it's very much important for our e-commerce site. I will name it as a product. Okay, I just name it as a product, and also it will be with our models, and then our model. It will be inherited our models and the model. Perfect. Now we have to define all that our field. So first of all, I want to define our field name as a main image, because image will be also important. So I just simply define as a main image, and under the main image it will be in our models. It will be as a type, will be as an image field type. So I just simply define as image field. And here also we have to define our upload, where exactly it should be uploaded. So I just simply define as upload underscore to upload to. I want to create one of the folder name as a product. Okay, so that is actually the product. So that is the product folder we have to create in our media. So to the media area, I have created one of the folder as a product. Okay friend, that means all that our product related image will be saved in particular that folder area. And now also I want to take another one as a name. That means our product name with this model. So with these models here, it should be as a character field. So it should be as a character field, and also here I define the maximum length. So that is our maximum length. For this name I want to define character limit as a 264. And also we need our category, because of all, for every product we have to select some of the specific category, right? So here we have to define one of the foreign key for this category. So now I just name it as a category, and then with these models here we have to define our foreign key. Foreign key will be our this category class. So here I just simply define this category. And also here we have to define as a on delect, on underscore delect. So on delect will be with our models, and then it will be as a cascade. That means when this category will be delected, this category related product will be also delected. Okay, so here I define the cascade, and also I define that name, that means on the relation name as a related underscore name. So related name will be as a category. So whatever you want. So right now I am just simply define that name as a category. And also I want to take another field for our preview text, preview underscore text, and then here it will be as a our text field type, text field. So it will be as a text field, and also here I define out the maximum length. And for the maximum length here I define the 200. Okay, 200 character. And also here I want to define one of the level. So if you want to display that level, I think you already know about it. They have also one of the attribute as a verbose name. So here I define that verbose name. So with this verbose name, it will be show some of the our level as a preview text. Okay, so this type of one of the verbal name which will be display. And also we need our details text. So I name it as a details underscore text with these models. So with these models it will be also as a text field, text field. And also here we have to define our maximum length. So I just simply define as a maximum length, and for this one I define as a 1000. Okay, because description will be a little bit big sizes. And also here I define as a verbose name, and here verbose name will be as a description. And then our price. So price is also important. So for this one, there is our models, and then it will be as a float, another type as a float field. Okay, I just simply define as a float field. And then another field I want to take as a old price, old underscore price, and this will be as a models, and with these models also it will be as a float. Okay, so it will be also as a float field. And here I define some of the default value. Okay, I just simply define the default value as a 0.00. This type of one of the default value I have to define, and also the date will be needed. So I just simply define as a created. Okay, created, and for this created here it will be as a models, and then the date time. So that will be as a date time field. And also I make the things as a auto now add, and make the things as a true. Okay, I just simply define as a true. Perfect. So friend, I hope you can well understand about it. So here for our product class, I have defined some of the field as a main image, name, category, preview text, detail text, price, old price, and the created. So if you want to add multiple field, you can also defining it. I think concept will be the just like the same. So right now it's okay with me. And now also I define as our string. So that is our string, and also it will be as a self, right? And here I want to do and to return, and with this self, and here I want to return whatever you want. So right now I want to return our name. So I just simply define that name. Okay, and also I want to make that our product will be as a descending order. So for the reasons here in our class, we have to define that in our meta, right? So into the meta area, here I want to define as a ordering. So I think I have already discussed about that things with you. With this you can product will be get the data from our database by the descending order. Okay, and that means last one will be as a first. So here I have to get the things without this created date. So date wise it should be get all the data. So here you have to define as a minus. Okay, and then there is just the comma. Perfect. So now we have to migrate it, right? So we have to migrate our this category and the product. Now let's do that work. I just click as a save all. Okay, I just click as a save all. So now I just close it and now open our terminal. And now here I define as a py and that manage.py and then make migrations, and then I want to migration our app underscore shop. So I just simply define as a app shop. There is a py, manage py, make migrations and app shop. Now click as a enter. And now here is showing you are trying to change that nullable field for the address one. So that is the address one actually. That is, if you go to our app logging, into the app logging, that is our models. So into the model area, I have defined that our length, that means blank. I define address, that is a maximum length. I define as a blank true. Okay, so here better I want to make that all that field as a nullable, that means a null. So here I define as a null, and here I define null will be as a true. And then also I want to add this for every field I want to define as a null. Okay, null true, that will be as a null true, and also I define as a null true. So here I define as a null true. Now I just click as a save all. And now let's check this out. I want to click as a enter again, and here I define as a 1. Better I just close it. Okay, I just close it and run it again. So here I just simply save all, and now I want to run our migration again, py and then manage.py and that make migrations, and then I have to define our app underscore shop, right? So now I just simply define as a enter. Yeah, you can see it's now perfectly getting that our two of this table, that is our have created as a category, and another is the product. Okay, so here actually is getting that things for our this field. I have to define that as a nullable, then it should be better actually. So now it's okay. So now I just simply remove it. So now I want to work our this model, that is our category, and also have created another one as a product. So now I want to migrate it. So after that I define as a py and that manage.py and that migrate, and now click as a enter. Yeah, now you can see it's now successfully migrate all that our database table. So now I want to run our server. So py and then manage.py and then run server, and after that we have to also register it. That means register two of this model, right? That means here in our app shop, go to that admin, and to the admin area we have to register it. So now first of all we have to define our path, that means our form, our app underscore shop. So from to the shop area, that is our models, right? So that is our models. From here I want to input our category and also the product, right friend? So that is our app shop and that is our models. So into this models I have created two of these as a category and the product. So now I just simply define two of this, and also after that we have to register it. So here I define as the admin and then site and the register. So registered our category, and also I want to register another one as a admin and then site the register, and then our another one as a product. So I just simply define that product. Perfect. So now if you click as a save all, I just click as a save all. Check this out, everything is running well. Now go to our database, that means here refresh it. Now go to our home page. Yeah, you can see it's now perfectly added our category and there is our product. So if you go to that our category, into the category I have defined that one field as a title, right? And date will be automatically created, and also there is our product. So if you go to that add product, you can see that is actually our image function. That means our main image, that is our name, that is our category. So that is our category will be automatically loaded on here. For the reasons here, I have created one of the foreign key, right? So that is our category will be loaded in particular that area, and here I define as a preview text, the description, price, and the whole price. Perfect. That means we successfully migrate our database table. So here I have created two of this table. So that is our model. Into this model area I have created the category and the product. So now we have to visible it. That means here we have to create one of the view for this one. So better I want to continue this process. In our next video, I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.